Listen to what this dumb MAGA Republican senator said. I'm Tyrone Bowman. This is Tyrone Bowman Tonight. According to Politico, Senator Cotten vows to block Biden nominees over classified documents flap. The Arkansas GOP senator emerged from a briefing with Biden officials and accused the administration of, quote, stonewalling, close quote, Congress over material found at the president's home. Tom Cotten says he will slow down confirmation of all of President Joe Biden's nominees until Congress is allowed to review the classified documents found at the residences of Biden and former President Donald Trump. Well, check this out. The Republicans don't have the majority in the Senate. So whether you stonewall it or slow it down, it doesn't matter. Now back to the story. The Arkansas Republican senator emerged Wednesday from a classified briefing with Biden officials, including Director of National Intelligence Arvell Haines, and accused the administration of stonewalling Congress. In response, Cotten said senators will impose pain on the administration until they provide these documents, and that is coming from both parties. I'm prepared to refuse consent or to fast track any nominees for any department or agency and take every step I can on every committee on which I serve to impose consequences on the administration until they prove these documents for the Congress to make our own informed judgment about the risk to national security, Cotten said. How about this, Senator? Why didn't you voice your opinion to all of the corruption that was going on in the Trump administration? Not a word was said from the senator. Why? Because he agreed with it. Cotton's stance threatens to shut down an already slow-moving Senate. The chamber has taken just one roll call vote since being sworn in on January 3, confirming an assistant defense secretary on Monday. The chamber will also take its second floor vote on Thursday to dub January National Stalking Awareness Month. Otherwise, the chamber has been in a deep freeze, with no votes on Tuesday or Wednesday and continued haggling over committee assignments. If Cotten follows through on his objection, it will mean Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer has to burn multiple days of valuable floor time to set up nominee votes. Classified documents have recently been found at the homes of both Biden and former Vice President Mike Pence and promptly turned over to the National Archives. Additionally, Trump's residence at Mar-a-Lago was searched by the FBI last summer after he refused the archive's attempts to recover troves of classified records. Cotten said the administration would need to provide Congress with all the material seized from Biden, Trump, and Pence to satisfy the Arkansas senator. Congress has an absolute right to every single document or item or photo or box or picture or map that was at President Trump's residence, President Biden's residence and office, and for that matter, President Pence's residence as well, Cotten said. I still have no clue what was in these documents. I'm not aware of any member of Congress that has any clue. With agreement from all 100 senators, nominees can move immediately, although many nominees must go through a more laborious process. Nominees can be confirmed with simple majority votes, though any senator can still filibuster a nominee to delay the confirmation. I'm sorry to see him to try to find a way to obstruct the Senate. I'm hoping we can find a bipartisan way to get this done, said Senator Majority Whip Dick Durbin. The special counsel is investigating. Why don't you Democrats just do your freaking job? Why are the Democrats always quick to try to appease these people? Why? You were elected. Lead. You don't need their permission to do what must be done. Just do it. The special counsel probes into Biden's and Trump's handling of classified documents could complicate congressional oversight efforts. Administrations have historically been reluctant to share information with Congress that's relevant to ongoing investigations, an issue that flared up during the probe into Russian interference in the 2016 election. But senators noted that a precedent was established during the Russians' investigation, permitting lawmakers to receive preliminary briefings, and the administration found ways to resolve inter-branch conflicts. Cotten has used his strategy in the past, holding up U.S. attorney nominees during the last Congress in protest against the Justice Department's treatment of marshals who defended a courthouse in Portland, Oregon during Black Lives Matter demonstrations. But he also isn't the only senator frustrated about the lack of detail provided by the intelligence chief. Senator Mark Rubio, blah, 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 calling the briefing very unsatisfied to say that they're not going to share anything with us as long as the special counsel doesn't allow them to share it with us. That's an untenable position. Cotten also alluded to Democratic unease over the administration's stance. And Senate Intelligence Chair Mark Warner, Democrat from Virginia, said that the answers we received on that issue didn't meet the mark. And I'll have more to say later. I'm very disappointed with the lack of detail and a timeline on when we're going to get a briefing, Warner added. We're left in limbo until somehow a special counsel designates it's okay for us to be briefed, and that's not going to stand. And all the things will be on the table to try to make sure that doesn't happen. He declined to comment on Cotten's threat. I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender, never quit.